I know it has been a while. So, hello, first of all. Nice to meet you after a long while. Welcome back if you're new to the channel. And right now, I am going to talk about inspiration. One of the topics that has affected my life personally, and probably yours too. If your Instagram feed on this has been crowded with motivational or inspirational reels, then you are probably a victim just like me. I'll explain it a little bit more. I'm talking about the loop of consumption. One video sounds so relatable to us. It feels like, yes, this is the story of my life. This advice is something that I will actually implement in my life. After the other one, you feel the same way. And eventually we go through a process that those ideas or the advices that we get from social media doesn't even make sense because we are not acting upon it. For some reason, our mind has the tendency to look for more and more and more. I guess that's the dopamine that's responsible for it. I'm not a neuropsychologist, whatever that is, but having a basic understanding of human nature being one of them, I can confidently say this, that we tend to build momentum on whatever we do. Just like we lose the track of time whenever we are scrolling on Instagram. One reel after the other, one motivational reel at a time. And the problem that is not that we are actually consuming advices that is going to change our life. The problem is, even though the advice or the words are life changing, it's not changing our life. Now see the dilemma. You see, what's happening is, I feel like we are getting more and more numb towards the advices that we are getting. Like they don't even matter, or they don't hold that much of any importance after a while. Like we become completely numb to that, and we are stuck in this endless cycle of just consuming and not doing anything based on that. I've been a victim of it. I have failed multiple times, and still to this date I haven't found a cure yet. But here I am, still struggling, still going on through that journey. But I'll tell you a breakthrough that I went through. Up until yesterday, I had no idea why I'm doom scrolling and why I am doing such action that is not even helping me proceed to where I want to be. But yesterday, something magical happened. Yesterday, I discovered why I was doing that. And when I did some deep thinking inside my head, and believe me, I kept my phone aside to do that, which is rare in this day and age, but I did. I came to find out that I am just finding a means of escape. I'm just trying to find out a way so that I can avoid the hard choices that I need to make in my life. I just need a way, a loophole, if we would say, that I can just escape the hard part, taking action, building the discipline, building the momentum. I can just escape that, and for some reason, mind tends to make X amount of excuses. Yes, if you watch this reel, you will be successful. When you and I both know the case, that's not happening. But my mind has acted in that way. Monkey brain, I know, but it is what it is. So once I had the why clear on why I was doom scrolling and why I was spending so much time into just nothing that's not going to improve my life, I was able to come up with a how to actually change it. But before I move on to the how part, I need to tell you another why. Another why is why I was feeling this feeling of guilt after doom scrolling. I mean, it was supposed to be productive. So why was I feeling guilty in the first place? Why do I feel like my day has been wasted? It's not got any fruitful action. Why was that? And the answer was pretty simple. Because inside I wanted something different than what I was doing. Get the idea? What I was doing was different than what I truly wanted. Ergo, the dissatisfaction from the instant gratification that I was trying to seek scrolling reels one at a time. And the funny part is, no amount of words, no amount of inspiration No amount of any motivation can actually help us succeed. That's the sad part. But the good part is you don't need it, because all you need is this brain, some action. And when I mean action, I don't mean you have to move boulders off the hill. It can be as simple as just setting up the plan. One action at a time, one step. And I've already told you how important one step at a time is. Even if you think that you are not making a change with that, you are absolutely wrong. And here's the funny thing. Since we are so interested in quotes, here's one other one. If you think that you are not making any change, the action that you will take will not even affect anyone, my guy, even the clock on the wall that has stopped moving tells you the right time twice every day. Now let that sink in. Now this was the why that I was struggling with, the why that has helped me to taking action, and also the why that actually led me to the feeling of guilt on why I was wasting my life, because we only get one chance at it, right? So why not do something well and wise with it? Now let's move on to the how part. How was pretty simple. I do not need to complicate anything. I know you should dream big, you should have big goals, but to achieve that we need to start somewhere. 1 foot at a time, one step at a time. I know I'm repeating myself, but that's true, because your actions build momentum, and momentum gets you going. And once you are going and you are consistent over a longer period of time, you get the results. And guess what? I'm not there yet, but as far as I've heard from other people, you don't even care about results at one stage in your life. When you are getting it on a consistent basis, you're more focused on the process, because the process is going to get you results, not the other way around. Let's say you are a creator and you are only watching the analytics of the post that you have uploaded, because that was also the case even on YouTube. I used to be like, how many views did I get? How many likes do I have? How many comments do I have now? I wasn't making any more videos. I wasn't actually improving. I was just checking the progress I have made. Just checking. Not making any further, just checking. I was living in the past. And we all know, we are at least this wise enough that we know we need to live in the present. I know this video is going to sound bland, and this video is not something exceptionally out of the box. This video is just the raw, realist take that I can give you. That you don't need any more motivation. That no amount of inspiration is ever going to be enough. That you need to break the loop. Because if you think that, because I have been there, if you think that you need one more reel to take action, the right moment is never going to come. I'm recording this video after 5 days. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I know how to break this loop. Even though this step is not a significant one in the journey, but still, it's one step. And one definitely is greater than zero. So take that action, take the leap of faith, have the belief in yourself, even though all the words are just being taken out of the reels that you have already consumed. You don't need any more advices. You have got the brains, you have got the heart, you have the right intentions, you know how to do it. You can definitely figure out your how later. First figure out your why. Why do you want to do it? Why do you not want to spend more time scrolling on your phone mindlessly? Why do you want to change your life? Why is it that you want to move? Why is it that you feel a day wasted when you are sticking to your old habits? Because you sticking by this video up until now proves the point that you are ready and willing to take action massive action in your life, but it all starts with one step at a time. One step does not feel like much, but one step is all you need to get started. Once you get started, you can keep going, and once you keep going, you can definitely achieve whatever you can see in the mind. You are the controller of your thoughts and not the other way around. You are the master of this mind. You have unlimited potential. Believe in yourself and you will do it. That's my time. Thank you for watching the video if you have made it this far, and I'll see you in the next one. 7 out.